Apologies make lousy parachutes.
All right. Welcome to another Lone Wolfer Garage Moto Vlog. I am the Lone Wolfer, and this is my girl Bonnie Belladina. And as you can see, I'm not actually riding Bonnie Belladina right at the moment. We are taking in a little break and some nature and some water as we are out seasoning my ass so that I can be prepared for the longer ride that will be the Turd Wolf hunt for the 100th Laconia Bike Week. Yeah, so we are in Devil's Hop Yard State Park. It is just beautiful here. Right now we are actually in the campground. I'd actually never been down here before, and I wanted to check it out. And yeah, there's some pretty cool little camp spots here. Yeah, it is a public state park campground, so the spots are, pretty close together. There's nothing really separating them, but right now there's nobody here. So yeah, I figured I'd film this little vlog here, giving an update, and yeah, talking about what I'm doing right now. And specifically, I am seasoning my ass to that new to me Mustang Wide Touring Seat with a backrest. Yes, I have gone full old man and now have a seat with a backrest. Why do I have a seat with a backrest? Well, I decided that because I had the hiatal hernia surgery and got stabbed a bunch of times in my core, that it might be a good idea for me to have a little bit of extra support, because my core isn't quite healed yet. It's not quite back to the level that it needs to be for, putting 1,000 miles on the bike come June. My full recovery time after this surgery is actually 10 weeks, and right now I'm only at 4. And yeah, I'm just having a little bit of trouble, keeping my body up straight and being comfortable. So that's why we got this guy right here. Look at it. Look at it. Let's get closer. All right, so here is Bonnie Belladina, and here is my new to me Mustang Wide Touring Seat with the backrest. And yes, I say new to me because I did buy it used. I got it off of eBay. And yeah, it was a pretty good deal. It's about $100. There was one issue where it did not actually have this mounting tab on the back, and that was not actually mentioned in the ad, and you couldn't actually see it in the pictures. So I had reached out to the seller, and they ignored me and were trying to ghost me. So I actually took the next step and brought it to the attention of eBay, and I was able to get $25 off of that, which helped me pay for the tab, which I bought from Mustang Seats. It was pretty easy to put on. I, got a rivet gun, and the Mustang actually put some rivets in the bag when they sent me the new little tab, and put that on, and then I had to bend it a little bit to get it into place. And then I went and I found this backrest for sale on Facebook Marketplace. The gentleman who was selling it, he lived up in Massachusetts, about an hour drive from where I am. And the gentleman that I bought it from, he had bought a Mustang seat for his Honda Shadow, and it turns out that this backrest was the exact same number that I needed to fit this here seat. Yeah, so there's a gentleman named Jay who works for Mustang Saddles. He was absolutely amazing in helping me out to find the correct one that I needed. Cool thing about this is that it folds forward, so if we need it out of the way, you can get out of the way. It is adjustable. You can actually put this in, and it will make the backrest sit farther forward. It does also pivot backwards. I'm not sure why you need to go that far back, but pivoting up and down so it actually contours to your back pretty well. The gentleman that I got it from, he just didn't use it on his bike, and it was actually totally worth the trip. I got it for $100. Normally they sell for about $275, and all in all, I'm in $120 on this for gas and road snacks and the item, and it was totally worth the drive because the gentleman I bought it from, who happens to be a huge Superman fan, was a really nice guy, and we had a nice conversation. It turns out that his in-laws actually used to live and are now buried in Old Lyme, Connecticut, which is just over the river from the town that I live in, Deep River. So he was familiar with the area where I was coming from, and yeah, we talked for about a half an hour, and then I hit the road and headed home. So this is my first long ride. I've taken 2 shorter rides so far with the backrest in place, and I've had the seat for about a month now, so I've ridden a few times with that. Not much, because I was actually battling a small leak that was primary fluid coming through my starter. It turns out that there are 2 O-rings, that one on the starter jack shaft and one actually where the starter meets the primary case, and mine were failing. One of them was flat, and they're supposed to be round because they're an O-ring, and the other one just tore. So yeah, I was getting these little drips, and it was really, really annoying and time-consuming, and really hard to work on when your core muscles suck and you're constantly have to like bend down and get underneath the bike and try to find out where the leak is coming from. It was tedious and annoying, but she's not leaking anymore. I really dig the backrest. I just did about 35 miles straight, and it feels great. I'm going to finish up my loop, probably going to be about another 60 miles today. I have the day off from work and coaching. You know, I'm my own boss, so I just kicked myself out of the office and said, hey, fuck off. Probably going to go find some lunch and, yeah, just enjoy the day. It is beautiful. It's about 70 degrees outside right now. It's sunny. I've got my sunblock on, I've got my sunglasses, and I'm just happy to be out riding around feeling as good as I am. Little update with the hiatal hernia surgery. I am post 4 weeks now out of that. So it was hiatal hernia repair and Nissen fundoplication. And I feel great. I can breathe so much better. I don't have the burning pain in here just all the time anymore. I am off of omeprazole, so I don't have, you know, any medication for the regurgitation and GERD anymore. My primary care doctor suggested, because my blood pressure has been so good after losing, 20 pounds and having the surgery, so no anxiety, it's not pressing on my vagus nerve or my aorta anymore and all the stuff that goes along with that, that I could probably get rid of one of my blood pressure medications, and I have. And last night it was steady, this morning it was steady. And yeah, I had a bunch of blood work done, and my everything is pretty good, so I might actually be able to go off of my statin, because I take a very low dose statin. It's 5. It was mostly just precautionary, but I might be able to go off that. My vitamin D and my iron were real low, but I am a New Englander, and pretty much all of us are suffering from low vitamin D. That's just kind of thing that you deal with here in New England. And yeah, I just had surgery and wasn't eating a diet filled with meats and beans. I haven't had beans in 6 weeks, so beans were a huge place where I got iron from. And leafy greens. I have not had leafy greens in 4 weeks. Yesterday, I believe, was the first time that we actually put it into an omelet. And yeah, I need more leafy greens. I actually love kale and I love spinach. And it's been kind of hard not having those in my diet for all this time. But I wasn't allowed to have those types of vegetables for a while because the roughage. They didn't want so much roughage going through my system because it was healing. I'm digging the seat. I'm feeling great from the surgery. I'm really looking forward to next month for the 100th Laconia Bike Week. Seeing my internet pals, Anthony C. Roberson and Scooter Wolf, who are both coming up again for the 100th Laconia Bike Week, and the Turd Wolf Hunt. Yes, that is right. We are going to be hunting the Turd Wolf. What does that mean? I have no fucking idea. If you like this one, give it a big old thumbs up. If you don't, keep on trucking. If you have anything you want to talk about, down in the comments below. If any of you are going to Laconia Bike Week and you might want to try to meet up with the 3 of us, we're going to be around. No promises, as I sometimes just go one direction because that's the way the wind blows. And somehow I'm going to be the one most likely leading this whole thing. But yeah, if you have not subscribed, you should also do that. It's free. Rock on.